It was hectic, yo. Alright, this is part two. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more informative. But yeah, I don't know. I dislike when people talk like that and like, they just don't have any regard for proper vocab and whatnot. And I mean, I get it. It's not their fault, and I'm not judging anybody. I just don't like it when people who I know are capable of speaking decide to speak like that. But then I can't really hold it against them because, like, everybody needs to talk somehow. And I'd say some really fucked up shit, and like I talk in a really fucked up manner sometimes. Like how I'm saying fucked up, and like I could be using much better terminology than the word fuck and fucked. And you know, I don't know. I can't really judge these people. I can never judge people because no, we can never judge anybody for anything because we're only judging ourselves. These are actually some really nice looking condos. I don't know. I think they are. Like I said, there's a whole myriad of issues in this planet, and we should all, if we each tried to solve one, it would be resolved in a matter of days. No, not days, months, weeks, I guess. But I guess it depends on all these people at the bottom too. But like, I saw a funny picture the other day. It was like, it was a man. He was talking to Jesus, and he was saying, "Oh Jesus, how can you let all this hunger and famine and war occur on like our planet and in our world?" And he, and Jesus turns to him and asks the same question back to him. He's like, "How can you let war, famine, and disease occur on your planet?" And that just makes sense. Like, we all go through our emotions, and like, we go through and mind our own fucking business, and like hope somebody else will take care of everything, and like we have the they syndrome. Like, oh, they'll take care of it, and then it takes a while for us to realize there is no fucking they. We are they, and like, it's just like, it's fucked. It's not fucked. It's just that's just the nature of things. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself, and you know that's just the way it is. And by the same nature, I mean, I know you got to take care of yourself before you take care of others, but let's not forget our purpose here. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of us, that's what happens. Like when we're struggling, we think about all this shit. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. But then when we actually get on track and like when we're fine, when we're set, when we're cruising, we forget all those who were like all those we used to be like. And hold on, ooh, redhead. Anyways, so yeah, it's kind of curious how that ends up working out. I've noticed I'm maturing a little bit. Like, well, I've said that before, but it's true. Like, like, fuck. Why the fuck is it? Oh, okay. The bus guy is allowed to turn left. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Well then, yeah, I think a lot of us tend to forget like where we came from and uh, what we stood for at one point. And I heard somebody else say this too, but like uh, I can't remember. This doesn't really tie in, but like this is kind of, I don't know if it ties in or not, but I heard somebody say this once. The last time we were really men was when we were boys, and that sounds a little bit of a paradox, but it makes sense because uh, that sounds very contradictory, but it makes sense like because when you're a boy, you don't fucking, you think of something and you just fucking go do it. Like, you're like, oh, I want to go swimming. You jump in the pool. You don't think about when the last time you ate was, or like, oh yeah, I should do this, or like, you want to go for a run, you just run. And you want to play ball, you play ball. You don't make up bullshit excuses and try to justify your actions or like whatnot. You don't give a fuck. You take the action and do it. And that's part of like I think that's part of people say that people hate on guys for doing that shit, but like, I applaud those men, and they might seem a little bit prudish and what's the word for it? But that's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a little bit rash and make decisions on the fly. A little bit rash, not completely irrational and like completely fucked. But yeah. So I think that's it's important to be quick and on the fly because overthinking things doesn't help anybody at all. You can think and think and think, but nothing matters until you actually do. Do is the only thing that matters. And I'm a big fan of that. There is no try. It's do or do not. Like, I really like that phrase. On another note, I think Asian women are fine. I think, like, I don't know. I guess that's just my own little personal preference fetish type thing. But I usually give Asian women a +1 to whatever they are. Uh, I mean, I got profiled the other day. A an older woman came up to me in the meat section, and I don't know what it is with me and attracting these type of people, but there's nothing actually wrong with it. She wasn't like it wasn't sexual in nature or anything, but she she even told me, she's like, my daughter told me that I profile people, but and then she started asking me about what halal meat was, and obviously I'm not well, it's not obvious, but I'm not Muslim, and but I do eat meat, and I do have a curious nature, and this is one of those things that actually makes sense to me. And so I explained to her. I explained to her that uh, halal meat is meat that's been killed slowly, and her eyes like went like good. And then I continued to explain, like, it's not because like you want to cause the animal suffering. It's because you want the animal soul. You want to pray for the animal soul while you kill it, and so it's not like it's not scared, and like it's not getting brutally beat up. And I guess, like, I don't know, that's my take on it, but like if anybody can further enlighten me, then please do so. But I think that's my take on it. Like, halal meat is killed that way because you want to pray for the animal's soul, and like kill it as painlessly as you can while it dies, and then so it makes sense to me. Like, that's why I want to do my own hunting, and like because the way that we mass produce meat, it's really fucked up. Like, I mean, it's not completely painless, but it's also pretty brutish how we do it. Like, we string up the animals, and like think about like being hung upside down before you're like and put in a chain, and like all these people around you are like panicking and freaking out, and then you get to this thing and it electrocutes you and it kills you. Like, it's kind of a scary experience for the animal, I would think. But at the same time, I guess I don't know, the other way, I guess my interpretation of halal is a little different. I would cut an artery or something, like, or just like inject the animal and draw the blood out slowly, and like until the animal passes out, right? Or I don't know, or maybe like kill it with carbonation. I don't know how I'd kill it, but I don't know. Or maybe hug the animal and like suffocate it. I don't know. No, that wouldn't be slow. Anyways, I don't know the whole take on it, but I completely agree with the whole like praying for the animal soul and whatnot, and like as long as it's done right, I think, I don't know, it makes sense. I kind of want to go hunting and kill my own fell, like it's just I think that as meat eaters we should, if you want to eat meat, you should be able to kill. Like, you should be able to kill what you eat, and if you can't kill it, then you're fucking pussy. You're being a pussy. You're being a little pussy bitch, and you should go out and like you should be able to kill it. I haven't killed anything myself. I can talk all the shit I want until I do it, but I definitely want to go out and go hunting and kill my own animal, and I want to do it right. I want to gut it. I want to eat it myself, and that's it. Peace.